everyone, welcome to the vlog. So today it is time to remember all the celebrities that we've lost here today in the month of 2023. So there's a lot of people that we've lost. I'm gonna list off all celebrities that I know personally. I don't know, like I haven't met them before personally, but we're just gonna list off all the celebrities that I know of and who I knew of that died in 2023. Now I'm gonna go back to talk about one person who died in 2022, but I didn't give him credit in my video for 2022 because I completely forgot about him. And I forgot about it. I have a whole list of like people who died in 2023. So we're running over it right now. But the person who I want to shout out is Stefan Twitch Boss Twitch from the Ellen DeGeneres Show, who was the DJ of the show for multiple years. Multiple years, he did it as a great job. He's a great DJ. I think he died in December, sometime of 2022, but he died of suicide, which was unbelievably so sad and devastating. When I heard about the news, I was back in 2022. I was so upset because I liked Twitch a lot. He was a great dancer with his wife Allison, and he left a bunch of kids. He left his kids behind and his wife, and pretty much. Everything behind, but that's his choice, and it was his choice, and you know what? He probably had no other way around it. But so that's the death warrant recap for 2022. Stefan Twitch Boss, and now let's get into the ones of 2023. Okay, so let's see, who do we have in January? Let's see. Do I know anyone from here? Let's see. Let me look. Okay, let's see. Oh yes. First up in January, who died in the year of 2023 in January, was Lisa Marie Presley. Now, who was that, you might ask? Well, she is the daughter of the beloved king, Elvis Presley. Cool daddy-o, a teddy bear. Jailhouse Rock. Oh, yes, it's good old Elvis Presley. So the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley's daughter, died. She died of I think it was a heart attack, or it was sudden cardiac arrest. It was one of the two. I can't remember. And however, her mother, Priscilla Presley, Elvis's ex-wife, she's still alive and she's still doing well. But rest in peace to Priscilla Presley, who died at the age of 54. That's not old, but it's in your 50s, so yeah. That was pretty sad, and she was such a great I know her personally, but she was a great person, and she just seemed like a really nice person to be around. So anyway, and if you're wondering if I'm sick, the answer to that is yes, I am sick. So yeah, I'm just throwing that out there. I have a little quote. All right, so that's the end for January. Let's go down to February. Oh, this guy wasn't included, but he was not included he's on the list. That's okay. But on this side I'm using, but I'm gonna mention him. So he's actually gonna be celebrating 1 year of his death, actually after January 1st, and that is Ken Block, Gymkhana. He died on January 2nd of 2023, and it just was so upsetting. When I heard about Ken Block, I was so upset. Because I liked him. He was such a great guy. He was killed. I think if I remember correctly, he got killed by I think he was killed by what was it? Hold on, let me look it up. Hold on. I think it was a snowmobile. Yeah, it was a snowmobile accident. So I think what happened, like I said, Gymkhana, he was doing, I think, a snowmobile. He was only 55 years old, and he died on Monday of 2023 of this year, and he died due to a snowmobile accident that from what I'm understanding, I think that the snowmobile accidentally landed on him and ended up killing him. And like I said, the guy was only 55 years old. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, just look up all these people's names just look them all up. But yeah, Ken Block was such a cool guy. He was known for driving his own custom cars around and just doing a bunch of crazy ass stunts. And he's kind of like the member of Jack. He's like a race car, like the race car driver of the group Jackass. But he was such a great guy. I think he probably worked with the cast of Jackass before. I knew he was friends with Rob Dyrdek. I knew that. And yeah, he was such a great guy. I think he was also the owner of DC, but I can't quite remember. But he was such a great guy. And I was pretty sad to hear about Ken Block's death, literally right after New Year's. So that was so sad. Hear about Ken Block's death. All right, so now we're moving on to the month of February. Do I know anyone in the month of February? I don't think so. Let's see. Anyone? Let's see. Do we know anyone in February? I don't think I do. Let's see. Okay, no. Okay. So I don't know anyone if they were died, but I'm not saying like I'm only shouting out. Well, I'm not just shouting out the people that died. I'm only shouting out people that I know. There are tons of other people here that I could shout out, but it would just be too long. It'd just be take me forever to get this done. Okay, let's see. So there's so many people here. I'm just taking out celebrities that I know that died. Okay, let's see. Anyone in what are we in March now? Am I doing March now? Let me see. Okay, so now I'm in March. Let's see. Anyone in March that I knew? Let's see. Ooh, boy. Nope. Okay, no one in March I knew. Okay, wow. There was a lot. Okay, April. Oh, yes. So, up in April, we have Barry Humphries, the guy who voiced Bruce the Shark, also dressed up in drag. He seems like a very nice guy. Seems like a really cool guy. Barry Humphries, yes. I knew who he was. I knew exactly who he was, or she was, or whoever, whatever the pronouns are. Yeah, I do know who Barry Humphries was, because he did the voice of Bruce the Shark. Of Bruce the Shark and Finding Nemo. So yeah, so he did the voice of Bruce. He did the voice of Bruce the Shark. Like I said multiple times, yes, he did the voice of Bruce the Shark, which is so sad that he had to die. And you know what? The fact that Barry Humphries voiced Bruce, which was kind of crazy, because first time I saw the picture of his pictures, actually I have him in drag, and I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, I was young at the time, and I didn't know what a drag queen was, and I didn't know anything that meant. So I was like, oh, this guy's pretending to be a girl, or is he a girl or something? That didn't make any sense. But now I know a lot about drag people, and I know a whole lot about them. So rest in peace to Barry Humphries, who died in April of 2023. Sad, so sad. Yeah, he was I liked Barry Humphries. He was a good person. I didn't know, like I said, I didn't know these celebrities personally, but I knew who they were. All right, so the next person that also died in April is Jerry Springer. Jerry. Now everyone probably should know who Jerry Springer is. He had the talk show. He does like what Steve Wilkins does, and Maury. That he's like and. Yeah, Maury. He's like I think they're called like TV. Like, they're therapists. Like TV what are they? It's like TV TV therapists. I don't know. I don't know. I think that's what they are. I don't know. I think they're TV therapists, or like they're. Well, I think it was a real therapist, but he just brought his show to the real life. So, rest in peace to Jerry Springer, who did die in April. But anyway, so that was sad too. Poor Jerry Springer had to die. This next one also. So. We also have Len Goodman from Dancing with the Stars. He died, unfortunately, this year in the month of April. I remember watching him on Dancing with the Stars when I was a little kid, and I remember hearing about his death, and I was so upset about his death because I liked him, and I used to watch Dancing on this. I like to watch Dancing with the Stars when I was a lot younger. So you know what? Actually, I do have something for this situation, but. For this, because I want to give something personally to Len Goodman, because he's no longer with us. Hold on 1 second here. So, let me find it. 1 second. Hold on, I'm being right back. Oops. Stop with the noise. Put that. Here we go. Down. So. That thing. So anyway, okay, I thought I was looking for. Thank God. So like I said, Len Goodman unfortunately died at the. He died. I think how old was he? Was let's see, how old was he? He was 78 years old. Yeah, he was such a great guy. He was such a great guy. Everyone loved him. So for Len Goodman, I'm gonna give you a 10 because your life was a 10 out of 10. 10 on both sides. You get a perfect 10 from me, Len Goodman, because you were such a great guy. You were a fantastic guy. Everyone loves you, so you get a 10 from me, Len Goodman. You get a 10. If I, with these panel things with a higher, I would give him a higher number, but a 10 for now. But I'll give you 100. I'll give you 1 billion, whatever you want, because he deserves it. So rest in peace to Len Goodman, who died too soon. All right, May. Yes. Now, Tina Turner, who died this year too. Everyone probably knew who Tina Turner was. She died at the age of 83 years old. If you don't know who Tina Turner is, she's a woman with massive poofy hair. and she died this year as well. Her husband, Ike Turner, also died. I think he didn't die this year. I think he died. When did he die? He died. Let's see. Ike died back in 2007, and she died, and his wife Tina Turner, she died this year in 2023. So, but no, Tina Turner was a great person. Everyone knew Tina Turner. She was this woman for being a big inspiration. She had big poofy hair, great. She was a singer, great. Everyone loved Tina Turner. I didn't, but yeah, everyone knew who Tina Turner was, and she unfortunately died in the month of May. And everyone knew her. Everyone knew who she was. If you didn't know who Tina Turner is, well, then you need to go check yourself out, because you should know who everyone should know who that is. Okay, so we're gonna move off with May. Now we're into June. Let's see. Do I know anyone in June? Let's see. Do I? Let's see if I do. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. We lost the Iron Sheik, who was a WWE superstar who died, unfortunately, this year. He was a WWE superstar that died this year, and the poor guy died this year, and he was a great guy, great wrestler. He was a WWE superstar and a Hulk Hogan rival, and he just was such a great person. So rest in peace to the Iron Sheik. That unfortunately died this year. So now we have July. Okay, I'm not sure who that is, but I think I remember seeing her death, but I'm not sure who it is. Okay, let's see. Anyone else here? Okay. Tony Bennett. I don't think he died in June. What is this? So wait a minute. June now or July? What did I say? July. I'm not. I think I know who he is. I don't remember. But if you know who Tony Bennett is, I think he was he died with Lady Gaga by his side, and I think he was a singer. I'm not too sure who he is, but I think he was. If you know who Tony Bennett was, put it down in the description. I think he was a singer, but I think that's what he did. So okay, so that's that. So okay, so rest in peace to Tony Bennett. Like I said, I think I know who he is. I can't remember, but I feel like the name sounds familiar. Okay, so then moving on to August. Let's see. Okay, do I know anyone in the month of August? Let's see. No one in the month of August that I knew of. Let's see. Nope, doesn't look like it. And I'm not done yet. I'm still looking. Still looking. Let's see. Oh, yes. Also in August, we had another WWE superstar that also died this year, which his name was Bray Wyatt, also known as The Fiend, ended up dying this year in the month of August. I remember his death being all of the news and all of the WWE business, and it just was kind of disappointing that he died. But the Fiend, the actual Fiend itself, the Fiend, his character is in hell because of the shit he done. But Bray Wyatt himself is in heaven because he was such a good guy. The Fiend, not such a great guy, but Bray Wyatt was such a great guy. Everyone knew who he was. I knew who he was. He was actually one of my dad's favorite. It was one of my dad's favorite wrestlers. But he eventually died too. Anyway, up to September now. Sir Michael Gambon. He's, from what I'm assuming, he's looks like he's playing. Oh, he's the one who played Dumbledore from Harry Potter. That guy died in September. But look at this picture. He does look like he's a dope ass beard, which I like. I like guys with cool beards, because if you don't have a cool beard, then that's he played Dumbledore, and unfortunately died this year, which actually got happy. It's a cool beard. It's a really cool beard he's got. So unfortunately, Sir Michael Gambon died in September. If I'm saying that wrong, please let me know. But he died this year of 2023 in September. He played Dumbledore. So rest in peace to him, to poor Dumbledore. Rest in peace, Dumbledore. So sad. Let's see. Okay, let's see. So that's that. Let's go to yes, and also in September with Senator Dianne Feinstein. She died. She was pretty old. She was like the oldest woman that served in Congress. She was pretty old. I think how old? Let me see. Let me look her up real fast. Dianne Feinstein. How old was she? Let's see. How she was. She was. Let's see. How old was she? She was 9 years old. So she died. She was born in 1933. So her birthday would have not been her 33rd birthday. Her 100th birthday would have not been for another couple of years. But she died, unfortunately, this year. She was, like I said, 9 years old. That's really, really old. But she died, unfortunately, this year. So rest in peace to Senator Dianne Feinstein. Now, also another person that also died in the month of September was Jimmy Buffett. Now, I knew who he was. I didn't. He was like, I knew of him. I didn't know who he was personally. I mean, I listened to his music. No, but I know my parents and a couple of their friends went to a concert, and they found out. I didn't know about his stuff. I think until maybe after, or I think maybe after, until I forgot when I heard about his death, but I remember him dying, and it just was so awful. The other person that also died in September was Steve Harwell, the lead singer of Smash Mouth, that died also this year. When I heard about his death, it sucked because I liked that guy, and he was he was the lead singer of Smash Mouth. I mean, there's nothing to it. Anyway, now moving on to October. This one was a big one, I think, for everyone. And I don't know if you know who I'm talking about. If you know who I'm talking about, you have about 10 seconds to guess. I'll give you 10 seconds. Here we go. So put in the comments down below before I say it. Okay, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you guessed it, good. If you couldn't think about it, that's okay. So, we're talking about Matthew Perry, who died this October of 2023, known for his role as Chandler Bing in the 1990 sitcom Friends, alongside Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Matt LeBlanc, Lisa Kudrow, and David Schwimmer. Yes, when I heard about Matthew Perry's death, I was so upset because I used to watch Friends when I was a kid. I liked Friends. I loved it. I have not watched that reunions thing. When I watched that reunion thing, it was so sad. And he died due to, I think it was ketamine. Fell asleep in the hot tub, and he just was, and that's where he was. And it just was so upsetting to hear that he died. And he just was a great person. Okay, so and I don't know the majority of these people's cause death, but I know I know, because I remember Matthew Perry's death because he was all over the news. Okay, now we're in November. Let's see. Do I know anyone in November? Let's see. Anyone? Let's see. Probably not. That's okay. Let's see. Okay, dokie. Okay. Don't know you. Okay, let's see. Anyone else in November? Okay. Nope, don't know who that is. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Anyone else here? Let's see. Oh, yes. Also in November, we lost Rosalynn Carter, the former First Lady of the United States, who died in November. She died this November. She was, I think, how old was she? Let's see. Rosalynn Carter. How old was she? She was only, let's see, how old was she? She was about, let's see, my lord. She died, let's see, what year did she die? She died this year on November 19th in her homes of Plains, Georgia. That's where her and the President Jimmy Carter lived. She was 96 years old. She was pretty close to her 100th birthday too. But Jimmy Carter, he is still alive. He was put on hospice care. I think he also said he had cancer and everything too. That guy is still alive. He is 99 years old. If he makes it to October 21st of 2024, he will be living for 100 years, and that will be nuts. He'd be the oldest living president. He's still alive. From pictures and everything about Jimmy Carter, he seems like looks like he's. I mean, I don't know him personally, and he doesn't do much anymore. He stays home. He stayed home most of his life. He didn't do much. He didn't do anything, but he died. But his poor wife, Rosalynn Carter, died this year, and we'll see if Jimmy Carter will die before his birthday. I hope not, because because it's Jimmy Carter, So rest in peace to Mrs. Carter, and hopefully Jimmy Carter, let's pray you live on forever. Okay, so now we're on our final month of December. Let's see if anyone from the month of December. Let's see. I don't know if I don't, but we'll see. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Anyone else? Okay, let's see. Here we go. No. Okay, let's see. Oh, yes. Honey Boo Boo co-star Anna Chickadee Cardwell. She died this year too. She died of cancer. Yes, I remember hearing about her death. That poor, it was so sad that she died this year, and that sucked that she ended up having to pass away due to cancer. It is so sad. And I think that is it for all celebrities that we've lost in 2023. So recipes to all celebrities that died in 2023. If I missed anyone, please put them in the comments. But again, there were so many people. I couldn't go through every single one because there was just so many people. I just only picked the people that I knew of and who I knew who they were. So rest in peace to all those wonderful celebrities. I know this is a long video, but there were so many celebrities we had to go over. So I just want to say rest in peace to all these celebrities that died this year, including Twitch that died last year. And rest in peace. And we'll see if Jimmy Ricardo makes it to his 100th birthday. We'll see what if he does, if he doesn't. All right, guys. Love you all a lot. Take care and stay tuned for the rest of these videos. And I hope you have a great rest of your day and have a great time. See you next time. Bye.